One of the few things people dislike about Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door is the amount of backtracking and empty movement. There's not really a quick fast travel system, and the game really wants you to take things slow at times and enjoy the environmental storytelling. Paper Mario has some beautiful environmental storytelling, which is very different from the environmental storytelling in my hometown at 1 a.m., which is mostly abandoned shopping carts, DUIs, and people coming up to me asking for $1. So if I need to get home, I am fast travel. Here are my top 5 Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door characters I'd most want to Uber me home after being kicked out of Denny's. Number 5, Yoshi Kid. We first meet Yoshi Kid not as a Yoshi, but as an egg being chased around by a pig at a hot dog stand. I've been called an egg, and the police were about to chase me out of Denny's, so I feel like Yoshi Kid wouldn't judge me too hard. Yoshi Kid has this cool flutter jump move he can use to get over gaps, which would be awesome for getting over broken glass bottles on my road streets. Yoshi Kid is always down for a fight, which works out perfectly for the culture of 1 a.m. Denny's. Number 4, EXS Express Engineer. The EXS Express Engineer not only drives a train, so I'd be bringing public transportation to my state, but he sings while driving it. This is not a man who would judge me for raising my voice when the waitress said she wouldn't pour syrup straight into my coffee. This is a man who understands. Also, he drives straight into Poshley Heights, which is gentrified as a Paper Mario town gets, so I'm sure they'd have a 24-hour Starbucks or one of those axe-throwing places. Number 3, General White. Most Thousand Year Door fans hate General White because you have to do about 20 minutes of backtracking just to find this guy, and then he complains that he's too tired to help. I don't mind. General White will be too tired to ask why I ran out of the Denny's with all their spatulas. General White shoots you out of a cannon to the moon. In my hometown, a bunch of people bring handguns into breakfast food restaurants for some reason, so I'm sure a cannon would be okay. Number 2, Stewart. Stewart is a fish that drives a blimp. Yeah, you think I wouldn't want a blimp picking me up from Denny's? Oh, the humanity, that'd be awesome. What could go wrong? According to the game, Stewart grew up wanting to sail the seas, but instead flies. He seems happy, but I'm sure he's breaking on the inside. He would absolutely understand why I cried to the Denny's cashier about dropping out of college when I was younger. Number 1, Flavio. I really don't need to explain this. Sure, Flavio is narcissistic, but Flavio owns many ships. He is very rich, and apparently he loafs around all day making everyone else do the work for him. This is like getting an Uber from an American CEO, so I know we're going somewhere good and probably borderline illegal. When a game is really good, sometimes you have to be a little nitpicky to find flaws worth making entire video essays on. The backtracking in Thousand Year Door can be a tad problematic, but I think it's a bit overstated. Just like the damages I apparently caused at that Denny's. Going back to previous areas is usually exchanging time in order to build an atmosphere and get you more attached to an area. Thanks for watching. I need to go watch video essays on how Super Mario Sunshine, Sonic Heroes, and Super Paper Mario, and many other games with millions of sales and decade-old fan bases are actually super underrated gems. And I need to GPS a new Denny's. As always, like, subscribe, and float.